G'day everyone. I thought I'd try something a little different this week, just to instead of the introduction, to try a little video thing. So we'll see how it goes. It's also a nice time to touch base. We're halfway through the year of the first year of TechSydney, and we just wanted to sort of get a finger on the pulse of how we're going. Just to recap, some of the things that we've launched already. So we've set up all the online platforms so you can log in, check your membership status, upgrade your membership. You can check invoices, check out the constitution, all that sort of thing. So you can log in and do that. Give that a try. We've also set up, the main thing about TechSydney was our thesis was the best way to grow an ecosystem was to help grow the companies in that ecosystem. And so we focused on services to help those companies grow. And you guys told us that the first and biggest problem was around talent. And so we did a lot of research around how to get good talent for particular high growth technology companies. And we're modeling the way that Sequoia Capital actually helps their companies get in talent. And we've built a platform where if you go for a job at one of the bigger technology companies in Sydney, at an Atlassian or a Canva or the Iconic or Hotels Combined, and you get shortlisted for a job, but for whatever reason you don't get that job, then we share those shortlisted candidates on our talent pool. So if you're looking to hire someone, you should get involved. Reach out to talent@techsydney.com.au and tell us the requirements of the people you're hiring. The principle of how we work though is you've got to give us some candidates before we'll let you look at them. So if you're hiring and you're screening candidates and you can share some of the shortlisted candidates that you've actually screened that are good, but they just didn't quite make the fit for your company, then share them with us, and we'll in turn help you with extra candidates from other companies. It's working really well. We've got a lot of candidates coming in, but we need to keep doing more of it. Now this is something it's only available to our company members. So if you're an individual member, we don't allow access to that, but everyone else who's got a startup membership or more can get access to that. So get involved, reach out if you need some people. The other thing we said we'd do was about a founder forum. So we've got, I think, 5 of them set up now, all of different stages. So we match you with about 5 to 8 other founders who are at the same stage as you. You sit down confidentially every month with an executive coach that we've hired and trained to extract out of you what the key issues are going on in your business. What's the business problems? What's the personal problems? And what do you need to be held accountable for? And you do that with a group of other founders. I'm in one myself, so I was basically kind of doing it to kind of help refine the process of what worked and what didn't. But I found it really useful, being able to kind of just share openly with other founders who have been through the situations, who can provide really good feedback into what's working and what's not in your business. Then I think it's been a fantastic process. So if you're interested in getting involved in that, please drop us a line. Originally there was a few other initiatives that we said we would focus on. One was around a physical kind of place for the ecosystem to hang out. Now we've got a proxy for that in the building HQ, TechSydney HQ on Stanley Street. It's a small version of what we're intending, but we hold regular kind of events down there. There's a regular drinks we'll do every fortnight. So come down, have a drink with your fellow kind of founders. That's starting to get running, but the main reason why we didn't invest heavily in a physical location is because we've been talking a lot with government about that problem. How do we get a physical location for the tech industry? And thankfully they've listened. Us and a lot of other people have been in their ear, and it looks like they're going to open up a tech hub towards the end of the year, right in the center of city in Wynyard. So it's super exciting to kind of see that actually the conversations you have in government can bear fruit. And it's an interesting point because we're halfway through the TechSydney year. We've still got a good amount of money left in the bank to do some great stuff. We've kind of delivered on a lot of the things that we said we would do in terms of the talent platform, in terms of the founder forums, and in terms of the physical space. Originally we weren't really pitching ourselves as having a big government influence, but what I've found from talking with people in government is I think there is value in it, and it's mainly because they just don't understand our industry. The 457 visa issue, the thing that came up recently when we went and met with the Assistant Minister for Immigration, was that they just don't understand it. And so when they don't understand it, they can't think about it, they can't plan for it, they can't implement initiatives that help it. And in fact, they don't know when they're hurting it. And so what I think is the most valuable thing that we've been doing is just educating the right people in government about how things work, about what's important, about what's not important. And that's been, I think that's been really valuable. It's been something that we didn't promise to do much of, but we've kind of had to do. We've just been brought into a lot of meetings. And like anything, maybe 60, 70% of those meetings don't bear fruit, but the 30 or 40% that do can have a real impact on our industry. So I think it's something we need to focus more on. But the main point of this video is to kind of just we really want feedback about what's working, what's not. Do you know about the initiatives that I mentioned? Do you want to get involved with them? Is there more things that we need to do? We've got some great events coming up in the next couple of months. One on product management coming up in July. We've got a fantastic founder of a US unicorn that's coming out in August. So some great events coming up. We like to keep them under wraps until just beforehand, but we'll keep you in the loop as they happen. But my main question to you is how do you want to get involved with TechSydney? We've got money in the bank to still do some more amazing stuff. What do you want us to do? What would change the needle in your business? And not only that, don't just leave it up to us. What could you do to help grow Sydney as a tech ecosystem? So please reach out, let us know what we can do better, what we haven't done well. I think that's where I'm always want feedback on how we can be better, how we can be stronger, and let's make Sydney one of the best places to grow and start a technology company. That's what TechSydney is all about. So get involved.